Namaste. This month we are celebrating the 9th anniversary of our Japan to India direct rail lane, which is where we are operating console services from 5 base ports in Japan to Indian ports of Navashiva and Chennai. This service, which is on from 2010, has already crossed 9 years. And we are really glad to have the key management of online coming to us and joining us in this celebration. I'm really thankful to Saldana-san, Sakurai-san and Vinit-san for joining this function, which we celebrated with the entire team of Global Logistics. As we can see from all the trade talks which is going around, the trade is booming between Japan to India. So can you please express more about the Japan-India trade lane and the growth of the trade lane?
Currently, Ocean Network Express, I would say, has one of the largest market share between Japan into India, and we see this, or we treat this trade lane as a very important trade lane because this is one of the trade lanes which gives us one of the most maximum revenues. Not only that, we have customers who are long-term customers on this trade lane. So currently what we are doing is we are looking at faster connections from Japan when the containers are coming from Japan into India via Singapore, and we are designing the products in such a way that the waiting period at Singapore is the minimum. So the waiting period should not be more than 2 to 3 days, because we have a couple of connections from Singapore into India and a couple of connections from all ports of Japan into Singapore. So currently that is one thing which we are looking at, but going ahead, probably, as at one point of time we also used to have a direct product from Japan into India, and going ahead, if we see these numbers increasing and growing, that day would not be far that we might have one of the products calling from Japan into India direct. Thank you.
As you can see, a lot of Japanese logistics companies are investing in India. And it is every day we always hear about many new investment coming from Japan to India, especially in the logistics field. As a major carrier in Japan, what is your view on this?
Yeah, it's not surprising to me that a lot of Japanese companies, not only logistics companies, other companies investing in India. As we all know, India is one of the big new opportunities that is arising in the horizon. Investment in India is growing, and with the Modi government now in place, we expect a lot more investment in infrastructure and development. The metro is an example, the bullet train Shinkansen is another example. So I feel that going forward this trend is going to increase. A lot of people are going to find some activity, some business opportunity in India, and we'll see many more logistics companies, normal business, manufacturing companies, service industry also investing more in India.
Can you share with us one thing you have seen in India which you haven't seen anywhere in Japan or anywhere around the world?
Yes, the people. Everybody staying in India is very familiar to the very people is staying in the. Many people is walking and sitting and talking outside from the early morning to the dark night, but it is very surprising for us. And once I have one interesting story that I went to some business trip with an Indian guy, and the town is very calm in the early morning. But he was very surprised to see the town without any people outside. But what was happening? He felt very seriously about the situation. So such kind of a difference of number of people is a very specific specific one in India. So I never seen about this kind of many people staying outside in the other world.
Can you share the similarities in culture between Japan and India?
Yes, the grammar of Hindi and Japanese is very similar. It's one of the similarity. But other than that, I'm feeling frankly speaking, everything very opposite to Japan. Because in Japanese, too much we consumptive and we like to well prepared everything. And once something happened, we just go through it as a plan, according to the plan. But on the other hand, India is try fast. And if facing something challenges, it will resolve and everything immediately. That is kind of a skill and challenge spirit is very good. So that is a difference, but so the similarities I can find it only the grammar. Yes. And one other thing, I can't wait to say the Korean rice. Most people would like to have that. Yes.
San, thank you Sakurai-san, and thank you Venice-san for sharing your view on Japan to India trade lane, and of course sharing your views on the future growth, the potential of the trade lane. And I'm sure our customers and the people who are watching this could get some value from these talks from the key management of OneLine. Thank you very much. Thank you for viewing this small interview.